Hey there, fellas. Alright, the snowy winter is upon us, which is all about wheel spin, pulling each other out, and keeping all sorts of things at hand that prevent your car from getting stuck. Now, recently we did make an attempt at such a device, which was a sand dispenser mounted in front of the driven wheels. Now, granted, that was a bit wild with the gigantic reservoir and so on, but I mean, hey, it worked. Today we're gonna try making something slightly different. Now, this is something we've already seen on other applications. We're talking about a device that rotates and creates centrifugal force. And said centrifugal force is what throws out a chain similar to this one I've got right here. And when that chain goes under the wheel, it helps the wheel find a bit of extra grip. And the device is positioned in such a way as for the chain to get right under the contact patch and prevent any slip. All we have to do is make an axis, a drive mechanism, to ensure the whole thing spins and extends the chains with the centrifugal force. We also need for them to find their way precisely underneath the contact patch. Here's the bearing mechanism that we're going to be using. I reckon this sort of steering connector is very much a viable solution. All we need to do is extend the axes, figure out the drive mechanism, and after that, we either weld or bolt on some chains, and head out for some testing. Okay, so let's spend a couple of minutes making the assembly, and head out for some testing. Fellas, big thanks for taking so many pictures with our merch. You want some drip like this for yourself? Then check out our latest collection of merch. We've got some trendy hoodies, some toasty vests, stylish hats and t-shirts, baseball caps to suit anybody's taste, mugs, stickers, and of course some goodies for your cars. Air fresheners, license plate frames, document holders, key fobs. Hit the link in the description to get yourself some Garage54 goodness. Get yourself some merch and don't forget to use the code Garage54, which is good for a solid discount. DIY spinning chains for more grip in the winter. Originally uploaded right before the world went crazy in December of 2019, translation and voiceover by BMI Russian. Okay, fellas, here's how we've set this up. These are the bearing assemblies that I mentioned earlier on. This is how we've got the pendulums positioned. The car's wheels are what's going to be driving things. The wheel rotates and sets this roller with the chains into motion. And from there, the centrifugal forces feed the chains under the tires. And so when we trip the release, the rollers fall into the exact spot they need to be under their own weight. They hook up, and once the wheels start rotating, here's what happens. So there you go. Thanks to the centrifugal forces, the chains find their way under the tires. Okay, let's head out and test the concept. Okay, we're outside. There's our favorite hill. Now bear in mind that not everybody is able to make it up here without a run-up. The all-wheel drive cars make it out just fine. But these, as well as skylines and such, in one of those you're gonna need a run-up to make it all the way to the top. Curious to find out how well this setup is gonna work. I guess we're about to find out. Okay, here we are, driving up to our favorite hill like we always do. Yeah, the road is all ready. Yeah, that's exactly what I was referring to. It's really hard to make it up there. I mean, it doesn't look all that steep, but believe me when I say it is. Okay, well, that's as far as we're gonna get. Let's drop the rollers and keep trying.
Так. О.
Something strange seems to be happening.
Происходит. Так.
What seems to be the problem?
Не.
We had to weld in a few retainers.
Упоры.
Now we start the car and watch the system work while it's stationary.
У нас работает.
Yeah, everything is fine in here, with the car like this. The car is up on a jack,
Крачено за мост, то есть.
the suspension is under full load,
Смотрите. Всё
and everything seems to work pretty well.
даже неплохо.
I'd even go so far as to say that it works beautifully.
Но теперь
Now it's time to go out and try this again.
пробовать еще раз, потому что мы
I mean, there's no telling in advance how actively the wheel is going to be pulling the chain out,
на себя колесо, понятно, что
though there does seem to be plenty of energy exerted onto them.
нормальное, хорошее усилие, очень большое. Ну,
Alright, let's take this outside and give it another try, shall we?
посмотрим еще раз, как всё это
Let's do this.
работает. Погнали.
Oh wow, that racket.
Грохот, бом-бом-бом-бом-бом.
Не, ну ты индеец, я балдеж, бам-бам.
Бом-бом, это
Yeah, the chains are making the car stumble.
дергает,
It's getting pulled.
тянет. Ну. Так,
There seems to be a problem. What is this?
понял. Ну, уехал.
Well, at least I made it a bit further than last time, though the car did veer to the side slightly. Maybe if I go a bit faster.
Попробовать. Ну. Вот что тут
Yeah, I can hear some kind of loud knocking.
бабахает. Все.
Not anymore.
Еще вот это бом-бом-бом-бом-бом, вот это бум-бум-бум.
That would be the chains doing their thing.
Цепи. Так. Давайте.
Come on, work!
Работайте. Ну.
What's up? Why don't you step out and have a look?
Блин.
Oh great, now what do we do? Okay, now I get it.
Ясно всё.
Man, does it dig in deep.
Она прорывает.
So that cleared matters up.
Вот оно.
Yeah, there we go. That was all the chains.
Цепи.
I was also actively spinning here.
Маленько, пробуй.
Yeah, that was you passing through here. So it just dug in?
Она вырывает.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it out of here. Sweet. Oh, I will. My car has all-wheel drive.
Выдовывай машину.
I'll pack the snow if anything.
Знаю только.
And we're off.
Вот сейчас.
Come on.
Давай, давай, давай.
Doesn't want to keep going.
Чуть дальше, а?
Do you see what it's doing?
Что она вытворяет?
The snow seems to be pushing them away.
Так. Ну. Давай, давай.
Come on, babe.
Поехали, поехали. Ты посмотри,
See what it's
что
doing?
она делает, а?
It just digs its heels in. This ain't gonna work.
Фига.
here's where we're at with this, fellas. So the system does work, but it requires a bit of modification. I mean, we did sort of ghetto rig it. Anyway, look at what happened. The snow here is... Well, first of all, it's rather deep. Second, there was really nothing dramatic happening here. Nevertheless, look at how deep the thing dug in. With the chains working, I seem to have made a pretty serious mess, haven't I? So when the car makes it up to about here, the chains find their way under the tires, and the car begins to dig down deep. It actively digs into the snow in an attempt to find some kind of hard surface that would allow it to grip. Oh man, what have I done? I have made a huge mess here, which I'm gonna have to fix. Anyway, the experiment has been a tremendous success. These sorts of devices really do help, so make one of your own if you'd like, but make sure to reinforce it as best you can, because it's gonna be jerked around pretty hard. So try it, do your own fine-tuning, and I think this is something that you might really enjoy. And that's all I have for you. Watch us, subscribe, suggestions, comments, give us a big thumbs up. Alright, catch you later.